Welcome to the first chapter of the Business Statistics course. In this chapter, we're going to look at some of the basic concepts about statistics. In the first part, we'll see what statistics is, what are the broad categories, and also we are going to discuss how statistics is of so much of importance in businesses. Then we are going to move to our second part where we'll be discussing about the different types of data, and finally in part 3 we're going to discuss about some of the common terms that are used in statistics. So let's start with the first part, that is definition, types, and importance of statistics. Statistics is a branch of mathematics dealing with the collection, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of masses of numerical data. Data is all around us. It's a great tool for decision making, but it's valueless if we can't process the data and convert it into some form which can be used by us. To achieve that, we have to have methods to collect it in an efficient way. We need to have methods for analyzing the data. We need to have ways to interpret those data. And finally, we should have ways of presenting it to the others so that it can be used by everyone. So these are the things that are discussed in statistics. In a way, statistics is used to convert data into information, and that information can then be used to make our lives better. Statistics has two broad areas or categories. The first one is called as descriptive statistics, and the second one is called as inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics is the term given to the analysis of data that helps to describe, show, or summarize it in a meaningful way. When data is collected from its sources, it's usually in the form of some big tables, or there are a lot of numbers that we can extract from the sources. Now, if we share it in the same way to the others, everyone will have to go through that entire data set and then everyone will have to understand it. It's going to take a lot of time. To save that, we have got descriptive statistics. These are tools which are quite concise and it can hold the meaning of an entire data set. And then using those tools, we can describe, show, or summarize it to everyone. Let me show you an example. Suppose I'm showing you these numbers. These are the marks scored by some students in a quiz. Now, if I show you these numbers, it's going to take you some time to go through these numbers and then to make some inference out of it. But instead of that, if I simply tell you that the average score of the 42 students is 82, it immediately gives you two information. One, that there are 42 students, and second, their average score is 82. Now that is a meaningful information because you can use that to make some decisions, to make some academic curriculum and things like that. So that's what the importance of descriptive statistics is. It helps us to analyze an entire data set and to take some meaning out of it. Many times in statistics, we encounter data sets which are just huge. It's just not possible to go through that entire data set or to analyze it in full. In such cases, we have to use inferential statistics. Inferential statistics are techniques that allow us to use samples to make generalization about the populations from which the samples were drawn. So what we do is we take a small portion of the entire data set, we analyze it, and whatever findings we get, we try to project it to the entire population. Let me show you with an example. Suppose we are a marketing company and we want to find the perception of the people living in a city about our product. It would have been great if we can go and talk to each one of the persons living in the city, but that's definitely going to take a lot of time and a lot of money, so it will just not be feasible. So what we can do is we can take a small group of people from the city and we can ask them about our product. Whatever outcomes we get from this small group of people, which can be called as samples, we then try to make an inference about the entire population. So that's why this process is called as inferential statistics. So whenever there is a lot of data set involved and it's not possible to study it in full, we use inferential statistics. These are two broad areas of statistics: descriptive statistics, which helps us to summarize data, and inferential statistics, which helps us to make inference about a population from samples.